The implications of Russia's military presence in the Arctic for NATO's environmental security. The Arctic region has been the topic of much discussion in recent years, with many countries vying for a stake in the region's rich natural resources. One country that has had a significant presence in the Arctic is Russia. In recent years, Russia has increased its military presence in the region, posing a potential threat to the environmental security of NATO. NATO, or the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is a political and military alliance between North American and European countries. Its primary purpose is to provide collective defense against any potential attacks from outside the alliance. However, as the world becomes increasingly interconnected, NATO's security concerns have expanded beyond traditional military threats to include environmental security. With the Arctic region melting at an alarming rate due to climate change, the potential for significant environmental damage is high. Environmental security refers to the ability of a country or region to sustainably manage its natural resources, ensuring the stability of the ecosystem. As Russia's military presence in the Arctic grows, the potential for environmental disruption and damage becomes more pressing. One of the biggest concerns for NATO is the potential for oil spills in the Arctic. As Russia seeks to extract more oil and gas from the region, the threat of major oil spills increases. And, given the harsh environment of the Arctic, cleaning up a spill would be a monumental challenge. The Arctic's unique ecosystem is already fragile, and a major oil spill could have catastrophic consequences for the environment and the communities that depend on it. In addition to the threat of oil spills, Russia's military presence in the Arctic also raises concern over the potential for military conflict. The Arctic is becoming a more significant strategic location as it offers a new trade route for shipping and access to natural resources. As a result, there is a growing competition for territory and resources among Arctic nations. If tensions were to escalate, it could not only impact the environment but could also result in a military conflict that would threaten NATO's security. Another environmental concern resulting from Russian military presence in the Arctic is the potential for nuclear accidents. Russia has long used the Arctic as a dumping ground for nuclear waste, leading to concerns over radiation exposure. The possibility of a nuclear accident in the Arctic could have devastating environmental and health consequences, in addition to its security implications. The importance of addressing these environmental concerns cannot be understated. The Arctic is a vital ecosystem, and its health impacts the entire planet. Implementing sustainable practices and policies is critical to prevent environmental damage and safeguard the well-being of those who depend on the region for their livelihoods. As the situation in the Arctic continues to evolve, NATO must remain vigilant in its efforts to monitor and respond to any potential threats. Collaboration between Arctic nations and organizations like NATO is crucial to address environmental security concerns and ensure the sustainable management of the region's resources. In conclusion, Russia's military presence in the Arctic poses a significant threat to NATO's environmental security. The potential for oil spills, military conflicts, and nuclear accidents has serious implications for the region and the entire planet. Sustainable management of the Arctic's natural resources is essential to prevent environmental damage and safeguard the well-being of those who depend on the region. As such, NATO must remain vigilant in its efforts to monitor and respond to any potential threats to ensure the long-term health of this critical ecosystem.